Imagine that. That's the theme of the Word and Image art show featured at the Morean Art Center. More than 70 Pinellas County School students displayed their work at the annual Arts and Education Partnership presentation in St. Petersburg. Pinellas County Schools Visual Arts Specialist Susan Castleman gives us some of the background on this show.
The Word and Image exhibition involves the students reflecting on a theme, and they create a work of art and a written piece around that theme.
We've encouraged all the students to let their imaginations run wild for this exhibition. They're imagining things that could happen in the future, things that they're bringing in a little bit of the past. I'm imagining talking to someone, a famous artist in the past, all different kinds of things. Some of them are a little intense and serious. Some of them are hilarious. But all of them are pairing amazing writing with beautiful artwork. And this is the only arts and literacy program that I know of in this area. And we're very proud to host it, and we're going to be doing our 20th anniversary next year. So we're very excited about that.
The exhibition is done in elementary, middle, and high schools. In elementary, we actually have 2 exhibitions because there are so many elementary schools. And then we have one middle school exhibition and then one high school exhibition. In the last couple years, we have moved to a new process for selecting the artwork. We've actually trained all of our art teachers on what we call an adjudication process, where they are able to utilize a rubric, and they look at the artwork that is submitted for the Word and Image, and they score it on a 4-point rubric. So they give it either a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, 4 being the highest. We do that actually in a blind adjudication. So the teachers who are submitting the artwork for that exhibition actually upload a digital picture of it to our art teacher database, and then the scorers, the fellow teachers, they come in and they look at the work and they give it a score. The only thing that they can see about the work is the title of the work and the age of the student, so that's why we call it blind scoring. Then we take the highest scores, and then the staff from the Morean Art Center comes, and then they look at all of the highest score work, and then they actually pick the show.
It's important for the Morean to showcase this artwork because our mission is to connect people with art, people from all walks of life, people of all ages. And a lot of the artists that you see in this exhibition, some of them have never been in an art gallery before. So it's very exciting to see them come to the opening reception, and they see their work framed, and they have their families with them. And they're just so proud, and their parents are taking pictures of them in front of their art, and they feel like real artists.
It really presents a very strong visual problem for the student. So this year's theme is Imagine That, which is very broad. And the teachers help guide the students through that, meaning imagine what? Imagine I could design a new classroom. Imagine I could design a new video game. Imagine I could design a new city. And so then the students start thinking about that in a story form. So they actually take them through, meaning what is the main idea of their Imagine That? And then what are the supporting details, and then how are they going to share that? So by writing their written piece first, it helps them generate ideas for what they're going to actually illustrate in their artwork. And actually this process of having students write their piece and illustrate it, it really brings the full artistic process in play, because you're literally forming images from the words to describe the theme.
As a curator, I get really excited when I discover an artist and can be the first one to show their work. So, you know, this is the ultimate example of being able to do that. We feel like we're an incubator for artists, emerging artists, to be their stepping stone into a great career. So how much more so, you know, can you get than having a student artist show here?
Every year, this exhibition gets phenomenal feedback from the parents, of course, because the parents can come in and they can look at their child's artwork and read what the child has written about it, and they really can understand what the actual artwork means. And I think a lot of times when the students do this artwork, it becomes personal. And I know that I've seen parents come in and literally go in tears because what they are learning about their children's creative endeavors and what they're trying to communicate out. Obviously the same goes for the public. We get lots of compliments on this because it's, again, you're not just looking at the work of art and trying to figure out what the artist is saying. You're looking at the work of art and you're actually able to read what the artist is trying to communicate.
There is definitely a growth in work. I've been here at the Morean for 18 of the 19 seasons of Word and Image, so I've definitely seen a lot of evolution of the work over the years, and we have some of the same students that will be in the elementary show, and then you'll see them in the middle school show and the high school show, and it's neat to see their work evolve. And I always talk about, there was an artist many years ago, and she was in our middle school show, and she had my favorite piece in the show, and now she's a teacher at Johns Hopkins. She teaches art. So, you know, that kind of connection is very cool when you look back over the years and can see an artist's path that started here in this show, and now they're doing pretty neat things.
Pretty neat things. Amanda's correct. It is pretty cool. If smiles and expressions of wonderment and respect are any indication, Palm Harbor Middle School music students were more than impressed with the recent appearance of Lisa Vroman at their school. Miss Vroman, whose sister is a music teacher at Palm Harbor Middle, was in town to appear as a guest soloist with the Florida Orchestra. Vroman's resume includes stops along Broadway in such classics as The Phantom of the Opera, the New York City's opera's The Most Happy Fella. She has starred in Kiss Me Kate, The Music Man, and The Sound of Music, among many others, in a long and impressive career. She has sung for Queen Elizabeth and 3 former U.S. presidents. And now she has sung before some wide-eyed Pinellas County school students as part of her Teaching a Master Class.
It's documented that kids that have great art programs excel. They learn so much about watching, and letting them focus on that other person's performance and seeing what they can gain and learn. All you have to do is look at the statistics. Kids' grade levels, test scores are 20% higher if they have arts in their curriculum. No doubt about it. What it does for you emotionally, the development of one's sense of themselves, how they deal with a group.
I am strong when I am on your shoulder.
There's 2 kids we're going to hear. One is did go here to middle school. I think he's probably 16 now. It's adorable. And a beautiful voice, beautiful natural voice. And another beautiful girl who's singing a song from a show that actually I've sung before, so I can't wait to work with her. And that's that's what it is, trying to give them in 10 to 15 minutes something that they can really build on and work with. Let's say you go to college for singing and graduate school for singing. You really learn that technique. You learn how to sing. You learn what your instrument can do, your special, beautiful voice. I like to tell kids, I think of myself as a professional athlete. These are muscles. I use my breath. The tennis match is my concert. When I go up for a high note, I take a breath, I throw the ball in the air, and I serve. It's the same kind of mental game. There's a lot of that. To me, this is how I'm feeling about what I'm singing right now. This is my intention. I want to tell you this story. I think it's the answer. Look at music. Music is being cut on so many levels all over the country. To me, what Beverly Sills said, arts are a signature of our society. I feel responsible for that. It's inspiring to me. It reminds me why I do what I do, and I think the older I get, the more I'm going to teach. I will look for those opportunities. The rewards are long-term for teachers. You have to have that commitment. If it's who you are, it's just what you do. My mother was a music teacher. My father loved music. My sister's a music teacher. My stepfather was a choral music educator. It's just in our family. It's what we love, and the idea of passing it on is what we do as a performer.
Lisa Vroman, a magic moment in Pinellas County Schools. That's our show for today. We hope you enjoyed it. We invite you to join us again for our next Spectrum of the Arts. I'm Jonathan Ogle, and we'll see you next time.